Hey. Happy St. Patrick's Day. I'm not one that celebrates necessarily. I only have a teensy bit of Irish blood. But I thought it would be a really great excuse to get a message from the fairies. Right? Right. Is that okay? It's been a couple days. I have not done a single reading since, goodness, Sunday or Monday, and it's Friday. I didn't even do the weekend energy. Let's just see. Hope you are all well. Had a nice week, adjusting to the if daylight savings changes for you. Do they want to talk? Oh, there we are. Ooh. Like, Hinkle a Minkle? Hinkle a Huckle? I'm not sure. I'd have to look at the book, because sometimes they're a little clearer in the book itself. Hickle Huckle? Hickle a Huckle? He looks fun. I mean that in all seriousness, not like condescending. He looks like he's just enjoying himself. I like that a lot. Okay. And then on the bottom, ooh, Epono's wild daughter. We'll start with the first. So we're not gonna go crazy, I don't think. You know, I don't think. 59. There we go. No, 49. 49. I opened up to it. Okay. Mickle a muckle. Everyday blessings, play, mixed blessings. Mickle a muckle, aka a mixed blessing, is a grig of good family, as you have doubtless heard. Grigs are merry, so merry that they have become proverbial for it. They want you to be merry too. With a childlike open heart, Minkle informs us little things come in good packages. Interesting. He is a little thing, and therefore is good and well packaged in his skin. This is fairy logic, and I'm not responsible for it. Minkle can be foolish, silly, playful, and absurd. He is fond of goofing off and considers play to be an art form, and himself as a fine artist. I love that. He understands renewing the spirit and recreating the body and emotions. He knows that all of us have a child within who needs to play and to be cherished. He also knows we need to make mistakes so we can learn from them, which is how he got the title of a mixed blessing. When we stop pretending to be adults for a moment, stop trying to live up to some impossible and improbable boring standard, we can retain the clear, direct vision of a child. We can, like Minkle, see things as they really are and can focus on the present moment, which is our only place of power. Here and now is where we can do things, change things, and enjoy real things instead of mere ideas and dreams. Minkle reminds us that the past is the past, gone forever. The future is just a dream, and now is the only time we have, moment by moment. Minkle is a great adventurer, an explorer of life. He leads us to hidden, surprising, magical places if we let him. Starter reading. Lighten up. What is needed here is the benefit of childlike, trusting heart and a childlike wisdom. Seeing directly into the true nature of things. Don't complicate matters. What you see is what you get. Don't look for hidden and subtle meanings and motivations, because they are not there in this case. Go to the heart of the matter, the simple core hidden behind the complexities. Don't be so caught up in thinking about the future that you can't see what is happening right now. Welcome adventure into your life. Try something you've never done before, and take some time to play with Minkle before you turn into a grumpy glump or a worn-out warg. That is so funny. All right. right, we're going to get right to the other one because I honestly don't really want to interrupt that. It's so beautiful. But this one seems so similar that we will do that. 54. Aponos? See, it's funny because, like, I'm guessing it sounds different, but Water Baby Tarot, or sorry, Balmy Spirit, keeps bringing up Onoponopono. I'm not entirely sure I'm saying that right, forgive me. But this sounds like Apona's wild daughter. Ooh. Inner shadow, nightmare, depression, madness, and growth. Ooh. Ooh, okay. Okay, we started it. In the bleakness part of the night, Dorsha comes, wearing her crown of fairy stars, and kneels on the ancient owl bearing of the hidden wisdom of the night, and facing into the past with clear, unflinching gaze, she holds us. We are held immobile, inwardly focused by her comforting yet impeccable light-filled hands. She asks riddles that often seem impossible to answer at first, and yet she will not let us go until we find the solutions within ourselves. She is one of the great teachers of fairy, but her method of teaching makes Socrates' questions look like child's play. We must expect this of Dorsha, because her lessons are about the shadows of ourselves and the things we fear, our insecurities, self-doubts, and denials. She is a practitioner of tough love therapy. Dorsha is the wild daughter of Opona, Lady of the Horse and the Moon, and she takes us through the darkness, hidden side of ourselves, and into healing and fulfillment. From the temporary madness of rage, premenstrual tension, or great stress to the deeper and longer psychosis, she drives us on the journey through our internal hells. When we complete the journey, we are transfigured and transformed, transcending our own selves. We can never be frightened by that darkness again, whether our own or that of others. But until that journey is fully complete, we exist in a state of vulnerability, which is where most of us are most of the time. Notice, please, that it is she, and not her more gentle sister, Lesti, who wears the crown of stars, and a mark of service, compassion, and great wisdom. Dorsha's element is moonlight, the fifth element, which tempers and tests the spirit. Through her teaching, our inner child conflicts and struggles become, as they are resolved, our greatest strengths. Yes. Opona's wild daughter, Dorsha, is the Sphinx, who riddles must be answered lest we otherwise be destroyed by our own intellectual conflicts. Dorsha reminds us that we cannot go forward until we have faced something buried within us that is holding us back. Her presence in a reading tells us that finding and working through this is a task of some urgency. We can expect help in this from other people, from the fairies, and from our dreams, but we must be open to these difficult questions and answers, and be ready to face things about ourselves that are not as we wish them to be. She urges us to heal the unresolved issues about who we really are and what we truly want to be. This is part of the required course of Self-Transformation 101 that we're all enrolled in here on planet Earth. The answers to our riddles often come in a sudden burst of enlightenment, like the solution to Zen Kong. We may watch a leaf fall or catch a glimpse of the tiny sliver of the moon in the sky and suddenly be hit by the answer. Before that happens, we usually work long and hard upon the question, searching and digging for an answer. The realization, when we really have it, will be transformative. We will no longer be the people that we once were. You don't like this interpretation? Well, I have been telling you all along that you and I and everyone else will be receiving varying messages from the fairies and the cards. Yours may well be different from mine. Ask Dorsha what message she has for you, and don't be surprised if her answer is another question or riddle. She and I both wish you well in solving it with all our hearts. Maybe there's a lot of work going on, but I would say on a day like today, to take some space from it. Not forget it, because another balmy spirit thing today was in the Pisces reading just today, just finished it, was about maybe some spiritual bypassing happening in one of the readings. And maybe that, you know what, maybe you need to take some steps away from time to time. Be a little bit of a mixed blessing. Take some time to just focus on yourself for a day. Or, sorry, I take that back. No. Maybe today or this weekend is a beautiful time to have fun and not search so hard. Knowing that like a little bit of a break is part of the process. And that the work is still... Give yourself space for these things, these realizations to come in. Yeah. It was like light and then down. I think that's there's something to that. That maybe we're all feeling a little dysregulated right now. That like Neptune Pisces energy just has us a little all over the darn place. I know it has for me. Not like negatively, just feeling a touch erratic. Especially with my energy. But anyways, I love you and hope you're well, and I'll see you again soon.